Friends, hello. What is going on with SoundHound? SoundHound, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're not supposed to be growing up this fast. This is wild. What is going on right now? We are obviously in a huge push right now with SoundHound, and I was the guy in the street with a lot of us here that we were in the street, we were waving the flag, drinking the juice that SoundHound is going to be an expensive stock here in 2025, but it is beating all expectations at this point. I mean, this is wild. Obviously, SoundHound had their last quarterly come out here was really good. We've had all the deals happen and everything's going crazy, but this is just wild. So, friends, hello. It is Thursday. Let's yap here about two stocks. There's obviously, a huge, two big stocks with two different elements going on with them. Bread and butter, what they do, water, wine, what they are. I mean, they're just two different stocks. Obviously, talking about SoundHound and Sofi here. And one of them should be $25, and the other one should be around $16. And I'm not saying anything negative. I love both these companies. Like I have been buying them for a long time. I'm still buying them here and there, piling up shares as much as I can because I believe in the fundamentals of what's coming here this year with these companies, especially the next 5-10 years with these companies. They're going to be amazing. I have been preaching that SoundHound is going to be the dark horse of 2025, 100%. I think SoFi is going to be the dark horse of the next 5 to 10 years of the financial system when it comes to banking, loans, everything that comes with that. So with that conversation, the big thing right now is it looks like one of these is going to hit 30 before long. And obviously, SoundHound is well on its way to hit $30. Now, SoundHound is well at a place where it could just chill out. Where the market cap meets, where the deals, everything, with everything about it. I think $25 is like, okay, SoundHound's here. It's made it to, we'll say, an evaluation where everyone's kind of happy. Now, can SoundHound keep going? It could keep going because the FOMO is so unreal right now with what's going. And what you're seeing right now, the more expensive that SoundHound here is getting. We'll start with SoundHound here. The more SoundHound gets expensive, it's getting into a realm where people are like, oh my God, well maybe I should buy more. Well, I sold out, but I'm gonna buy back in. And it's not going down. So, listen, I was saying I think SoundHound's going to go back down to $15 to at least $18. We're still not. We just keep going up. This has completely hit a zone of wow. This is getting crazy. This is getting crazy right now. There's stuff to back up why SoundHound is getting expensive. The good bullet points with why SoundHound is getting expensive. Well, it's a lot of what I said too. There is FOMO wrapped up in it. There's nothing wrong with FOMO. FOMO will make people money, especially if you get in at the right time. But also to back up what's happening here, SoundHound, they had a good last quarterly. Their quarterlies have been getting better. They're expected double revenue this year, if not triple at this point. They've been getting a lot of deals as of late, big deals. They just had another huge investment from NVIDIA. That's two big investments in this 1 year with NVIDIA. And SoundHound is really making its own road right now with where it's going. So it's the talk of the town. Everyone wants to be a part of it. They're talking about it, and now all these articles that are coming out with SoundHound here are simply just, this is a hold, this is a buy. We think this is going to be a huge company, and there's not a lot of negative right now with SoundHound, which is completely opposite of what we were hearing just 3-4 months ago with SoundHound when it was a $4 to $6 stock, $8 on a good day. But this is where we're at now with SoundHound. Now, SoFi, looking at a SoFi situation, SoFi, is a place where it is trying to get to $17, and it's going to get 17. It's going to capture 17, 18 here, more than likely within the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's coming, especially with what's happening here with Trump coming in. The thing with that is, when we talk about money in market cap, SoFi has a market cap of 18 billion. SoundHound has a market cap of just under 8 billion. So completely different stocks. SoFi's earnings are huge compared to what SoundHound's earnings are. And this is how things work. Sometimes things just they don't have to make sense in the market. They just don't have to. This is why when people argue about, and they've been doing this for a long time. This has been one of the big arguments with a lot of people with Palantir this whole year. Well, the market cap, it can't, it has to follow the market cap. No, it doesn't. These stocks can do whatever they want to. Look at Nvidia, what it's done this year. January of 2024, the beginning of this year, people were saying the complete opposite about Nvidia. They were saying it's not going to do much more. It's tapped out. The company's pretty much hit the top of its earnings. It had the biggest year in some like the history of like we've ever seen with money management, and like it paved a whole new avenue of what we thought was real. Oracle, another great example of just a company that just said like, yeah, that all that background noise, whatever. So these things don't have to make sense. Stocks, especially these AI stocks, they just do what they want to do. Okay. And SoFi is in this particular situation where there's a huge argument that, obviously the bread and butter of SoFi, it's a bank. They give out loans, they have a banking system, and it's an awesome banking system. And I don't have to say this, but I'm going to say it. You should have an account with SoFi. They're amazing. They really are. They will shock you when you see how just amazing their technology is with their account system. I mean, you can literally start a portfolio, loans, checking, everything in one conglomerate. It's just all right there. It's amazing. It's free. So SoFi is just killing it in that direction. But SoFi has had bigger deals this year. SoFi has done things to really solidify their future here with them as a company for the next 5-10 years compared to SoundHound. Now, that's not me saying anything negative about SoundHound. Listen, I am praising SoundHound. Like, I'm still drinking the juice. I love SoundHound, okay? But mathematically, when we talk about SoundHound and compared to SoFi, it's just different, and it's just what it is. So SoundHound, you have a FOMO where people are like, this company is going to continue to probably get really big contracts going in 2025. And a lot of these AI contracts, they're big. They get big contracts. I mean, like every time Palantir gets a contract, it's like almost $1 billion, if not $500 million, or sometimes more. So with that, SoundHound is but one big deal away from it solidifying this $25 position it has into a $30 to $35 position. Think about it that way, where it will just really increase its market cap. SoFi is having just steady growth when it comes to people opening accounts with them, loans, all that. So SoFi is running a little slower here, but SoFi is going to get to $30. That's happening. That's a guarantee. I think most of us will agree here with SoFi. That's coming here in 2025, maybe by summer. SoFi you're safe in. But when we talk about the growth of the fast rate growth here, SoundHound is just completely it's done something different. It's just completely broken all the rules of what should be happening, and it's confusing people. I think it's just simply as easy as I can explain it to myself, I'm explaining to you. It is FOMO. It is hype. It is people don't want to miss out. People are scared to sell. It keeps running. Now we're starting to see articles where like people are like these articles, these firms, these analysts are praising SoundHound, and they're like, sky's the limit. And their last quarterly was great. And we're expecting their next quarterly to be even better. Why are we expecting that? Because SoundHound has been capturing these bigger deals here, these automotive deals, these restaurant deals, all these kind of things that have been going on. So it's just going to increase their earnings. Good, great, grand. I think we're all agreeing right there. So it's going to continue to raise earnings here, which is going to keep these high. We're going to keep a $20 price target. If this next earning comes out with SoundHound and it is what we think it will be really good here, it's going to keep the $20 range, and it probably will start to find a $30 range here by the summer, if not sooner, very early into 2025 here going into the summer, and start chipping away at that $30 mark. That is a very real scenario. But there is a scenario too where it just meets okay with earnings, and as these deals continue to catch up, it's hard to say right now. It's hard to say. We're going to have to see what these deals really do. But either way, SoundHound's going to have one of the biggest years it's ever had here. All the evidence is there with SoundHound, and that's why it's getting expensive here, because it's capturing all these deals. It's capturing all these investors' attention, and it's just getting ate up right now. I mean, every time there's a sell-off, it gets bought up again. So when it comes to something moving to $30 here, SoundHound, SoFi, I definitely believe SoundHound has a better start at this point. And it doesn't mean that it's necessarily the better company. They're just two different companies that are going in two different directions. SoFi, like I was saying earlier, obviously is it's a bank. But there is a lot of technology wrapped up in SoFi, where a lot of people say it's an AI company as well with what they do with their technology. So I get it, but it's for them really in a way. And SoFi is looking for customers with their AI technology. So I think these are both amazing opportunities going in 2025, and I still don't think they're tapped out where they're going to go. I think SoFi is an obvious guaranteed situation of where that is going here in 2025. That's going to be a $25 to $30 stock here within probably 6 to 8 months. Probably more than likely if we don't get there sooner, especially when we have this next quarterly come out to wrap up 2024. It's going to be a real expensive stock here, SoFi. SoundHound, it's just everyone's just watching in awe right now. Everyone's going like, which way? What are we doing here? Friends, there's a lot of expectation right now with what SoundHound can be. I think we're going to be quite shocked with a lot of these AI stocks here in 2025. Even AI stocks like SoundHound, that their market caps aren't that big and they're not making as much money as some of these other companies, like a clothing company, a bank, SoFi, just some oil companies maybe. But the excitement, the want, the need from investors, it's there because we know that these AI companies, when they start rolling and they start making all the money. AI has become essentially the new oil business. It is the $1 trillion business that everyone is trying to find the new golden nugget that hasn't been dug up yet. And SoundHound is in that argument right now. It is in that argument 100%. So, friends, it's Thursday. I wish all of you best of luck. I really do mean that. I'm excited. I'm very curious to see if SoundHound can keep growing here. I think a lot of us would love to see at this point SoundHound just to sell off to a measly $20. As crazy as that sounds, 4 weeks ago, no one would have known I was saying that. So we could buy up more, but we'll see what happens here. SoFi is chugging along. SoFi is doing what we know it's going to do. It's going to chug along here. It's going to keep chipping away at new numbers. And I like slow growth. I'm okay with that. SoFi is doing exactly what we want it to, what we need to do. Just a slow chip away here. It's okay. We'll take it. We'll take it. Friends, take care of yourself. Talk to you later. Bye, everyone.